Hey guys, in this video, I give you all my knowledge which I shared on this channel so far in one long video, so I hope you will learn a lot and enjoy it. I really try to save your time with this video, but not in the dramatic, my life is ruined kind of way, but in the quiet, frustrating way where you look back and realize how much time was spent watching instead of doing, how many hours went into researching, planning, and preparing without actually building something real. Look, for 4 years, I tried everything: freelancing, SMMA, trading. I jumped from one thing to the next, always chasing the best way to make money online. And sure, I learned a lot, but learning isn't the same as progress, because every time something felt too hard or I hit a roadblock, I'd fall back into the same habit, watching more videos, looking for a shortcut, convincing myself I just needed one more piece of information before I could really start. But that cycle never ends. There's always another guru, another strategy, another must-watch video. And before you know it, months have passed, and the only thing that's changed is the number of saved videos in your watch later playlist. I remember when I first started with YouTube, I had no clue what I was doing. At first, I thought shorts were the way to go. Fast views, easy growth, that's what everyone was saying. So I tried it, but after a few videos, I realized I wasn't enjoying it. It felt like I was just chasing numbers instead of actually creating something I cared about. So I did what most people do. I started watching every YouTube guru, every breakdown of the algorithm, every secret strategy video. And first, they all sounded smart, but now I know that they are not always talking the truth. After hours of watching, I still felt stuck and got angry, because knowing what to do and actually doing it are two completely different things. I kept thinking, maybe I just haven't found the right method yet. So I bought courses. Yes, I really bought 4 different ones and tried them. And while some had useful insights, none of them gave me the feeling of, okay, now I can just start. Because that feeling doesn't come from more knowledge. It comes from doing the work. The hardest part wasn't even the learning. It was actually starting. The first time I sat down to edit a video, it took me hours just to put together something basic. I'd watch tutorials, get stuck, rewatch them, and still feel like I was barely making progress. Meanwhile, I was seeing other people upload consistently, growing their channels, and it felt like I was falling behind before I even began. This is exactly where most people quit. Because in the beginning, it's all effort with no reward. You spend an entire day editing, only to realize it still doesn't look the way you want. You finally upload a video, and it gets 3 views, one of which is from yourself. It's frustrating. And when that frustration builds, the easiest thing to do is what I did for so long. Go back to watching, back to searching for a better way, hoping that someone out there has the perfect answer that will make everything easier. But there is no perfect answer. No matter how much you prepare, your first videos will be bad. You will struggle. And that's exactly why most people never make it past this stage, because they want the process to feel good right away. But it doesn't. It only starts to feel rewarding after you push through the hard parts. This is your sign to stop. Stop searching for the perfect strategy. Stop convincing yourself you need one more course, one more tutorial, one more piece of advice before you start. Because the only way to get better is by doing the thing again and again until you figure it out. Yeah, I know it's hard. It's frustrating. You'll spend hours on something and wonder if it's even worth it. But if you keep going, if you push through those moments where you want to quit, you'll eventually see progress. And once that happens, everything changes. The views, the subscribers, the first bit of money, it's not even about those things. It's about what they represent. Proof that you're actually moving forward. And look, I know how easy it is to hear this and still do nothing. Maybe you're nodding along, thinking, yeah, he's right, I should start. But then what? You close this video and the habit kicks back in. You open another one, maybe take some notes, maybe tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. I know this because I did it for years. You're supposed to fail at first. That's part of the process. Every single creator you look up to, every successful person in any field, they all sucked when they started. The difference is they kept going. They push through the awkward, embarrassing, frustrating first stage, where nothing seems to work, where everything takes forever, where no one cares what you're making. So now, the real question is, will you? Because at this point, you already know what you need to do. It's not about finding more tips or waiting for the right moment. It's about whether you're actually willing to sit down and do the work, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it feels like nothing is happening. I've built 3 channels, and 2 of them are already monetized in just 2 months. Not because I cracked some secret code, but because I stopped waiting and started doing. And looking back, I don't regret the struggles, the slow progress, or even the wasted time, because the only real waste is never starting at all. The reality looks like this. It's going to take time. There's no shortcut, no perfect method, no amount of research that will replace just sitting down and doing the work. You'll have days where you doubt yourself. You'll feel like you're putting in all this effort and getting nothing back. But if you keep going, if you push through the slow progress, the frustrating edits, the videos that barely get any views, you'll get to a point where it starts to work. And when it does, you'll realize that all those early struggles weren't wasted. They were necessary. Make something, upload it, get that first bad video out of the way so you can move on to the next and the next until one day you look back and realize you actually made it. So in this part of the video, I will talk about how YouTube changed my life with under 1,000 subscribers. Do you know the feeling of chasing one online money-making idea after another, thinking this could be the one, only to end up feeling more stuck than before? That was me. Every idea seemed promising at first, but none of them worked. It's called the shiny object syndrome. You jump from one thing to another when the first glamour is gone and the real work and problems are coming up. But there is some hope. So someday this year, I was again frustrated, but also motivated, searching for a good way to make money online. And I stumbled into the YouTube business. It was the whole time directly in front of my nose. I have watched videos every day, and then I wanted to switch sides and start creating instead of consuming. I started to get my hand dirty, and here's one important thing. I don't have millions of subscribers. I don't even have 1,000. YouTube has changed my life in ways I never expected. Let me show you how it happened. A couple of months ago, I was just like so many people, Googling things like how to make money online and binge watching tutorials on passive income ideas. It felt like there had to be a better way to make money from home, right? I tried a little bit of everything. Trading crypto sounded great until I realized how complicated it was and how much money I'd need up front. Freelancing? Sure, I got some gigs, but it felt like I was always chasing deadlines for tiny paychecks. And those paid surveys? Let's just say I earned more in frustration than I ever did in dollars. Nothing felt really right. Nothing clicked. And every failure made me feel like I was wasting my time. So I watched some more videos and understood how powerful YouTube can be. That's when I decided to give YouTube my whole energy, and that's how my YouTube journey began. When I started my channel, I didn't have any experience. No expensive software, no knowledge about script writing or video editing. I just started to create channels and producing my first YouTube shorts. My first video? It was a mess. The script was bad, the video editing was terrible, and I didn't want it to show my face. But you know what? It didn't matter. For the first time, I was making something just for the fun of it. I didn't know much about how to grow on YouTube or the YouTube algorithm, but I loved learning. I loved trying, and I loved the quick feedback from the YouTube Studio app. Every new view was a win for me. It felt like a new challenge, which was definitely worth accepting. Of course, it wasn't all fun and games. After a few weeks, reality hit me. My videos weren't getting views. Most of the time, they were sitting at 10 or 20 views, half of them from myself. It was frustrating. I'd put hours into making a video, planning, scripting, editing, only to feel like no one cared. There were days I thought, maybe this just isn't for me. And again, I almost quit so many times. I'd watch these big YouTubers and think, how can I ever compete with them? I don't have their skills, their budget, or their audience. It felt impossible. But there was something unexpected. Even when the numbers weren't growing, something else was happening. I was changing. The turning point wasn't a big viral video or a sudden spike in subscribers. It was the little things, like the first time someone left a comment that wasn't my friend or family, or the first time a video got 100 views. Those small wins meant everything to me and are still giving me hope for this channel. The numbers are still small, but there is something more important. I am actually enjoying myself. I loved coming up with ideas, improving my videos, and figuring out how to tell better stories. I am also enjoying sitting on my laptop working for 8 hours straight on a Sunday. That's crazy. YouTube became less about success and more about growth, both for my channel and for myself, because I know that YouTube is the best online business model for the next few years. There are so many search requests every day, and YouTube is still growing. Everybody with every topic can start a niche YouTube channel. There are so many good opportunities. I'm still a small creator. My channel isn't blowing up, and I'm not making any income. But building a YouTube channel has given me more than I expected. Even with under 1,000 subscribers, I feel like I've already won. And the upside potential of a good YouTube channel is so big, you can earn life-changing money with it. If you're thinking about starting YouTube or anything, here's what I've learned. Don't stress about going viral or making money right away. Just start. Show up, learn every day, try, and let yourself enjoy the process. It's not about making the perfect video right away. It's about getting better step by step. And if you stick with it, I promise, it's worth it. So now that you know how YouTube can change someone's life with under 1,000 subscribers, I will give you an instruction about how to set up a YouTube channel. Enjoy. Everyone is saying that YouTube is easy, like it's this magical one-click thing, but no one really talks about what happens right before that. The first thoughts of a beginner are, wait, what do I even name this thing? Do I need a logo? A banner? What if I mess it up? Yeah, I've been there. Your first channel name, it probably won't be the one you stick with. Your first thumbnail might be kind of ugly. Your first video might get 3 views, and you feel lost. So today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to create your channel, how to set it up without overthinking, and how to start making videos that have the potential to get watched. The ones who already know me know that I'm not going to sit here and tell you YouTube is the secret to making millions in your sleep. Because if that's what you're after, this probably isn't the video for you. But what YouTube is a place to build something real. It's a place to share what you know, what you love, what you're figuring out in real time. And over time, if you're consistent, it can open some wild doors. You just have to start. So let's do that. Let's set up your channel step by step right now. Step 1, create the channel. If you've got a Google account, you're already halfway there. Just head to YouTube, click on your profile in the top right, and hit create a channel. You'll get a little pop-up asking for a name and a profile picture. We'll talk about those next. Step 2, choosing your channel name. Now, this part trips people up, and I get it. You feel like you're naming your baby or something. But here's the truth. Your channel name is not permanent. You can change it later. Seriously. So don't wait 6 weeks for the perfect name to fall from the sky. Pick something simple, your name, a nickname, or a phrase related to what you'll be talking about. And if you don't know what kind of content you'll be making yet, that's okay. I've got a trick for that coming up. Step 3, channel banner and logo. Don't overthink this. Go to a free tool like Canva. They even have YouTube banner templates. For your profile picture, use a photo of your face if you're comfortable, or just a clean logo or initials. Just make sure it looks clear at a small size. No tiny text. Step 4, channel description. Here's where people get stuck again, because they feel like they have to sound super polished or professional. You don't. Just write 1 to 2 sentences about what people can expect on your channel. Example, hi, I'm Sam. I make videos about learning photography, tech gear, and figuring it all out as I go. That's it. Keep it human. All right, now the question that stops most people before they even start. What should I make videos about? Here's the thing no one tells you. You don't need to have it all figured out yet. In fact, most successful creators didn't know exactly what kind of channel they were building at first. So here's a super simple way to get unstuck. Write down 3 things you enjoy talking about. Just things you could talk about for 10 minutes without about getting bored. That's your starting point. So here we are. You've got your channel set up, you know what kind of videos you want to make. But here's what I really want you to hear. Most people never even get to this point. They overthink the name, or they get stuck trying to make their first video perfect, and they quit before they upload anything. Your first video, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be real. That's what builds momentum. That's what turns a maybe into a habit, and eventually into a channel people come back to. Make your first video this week. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes long or full of edits. Just hit record, post it, and drop your channel name in the comments. I'd love to see what you're making. So now you know how to set up your channel and start with YouTube. Before you start, I will now share with you my 3 biggest struggles on YouTube so you can learn from it. Have you ever spent days scripting, filming, and editing your YouTube videos, only to see them barely get noticed? I've been there. Trust me, I almost quit more than once. Today, I want to share openly about my 3 biggest struggles on YouTube and exactly how I overcame them. I think this could help you a lot. And number 3 is something I wish I knew when I first started. When I started my channel, I had no idea how to film, script, or edit a video. Every time I tried to create a video, I somehow felt lost. Editing took hours, and it was not good enough. Honestly, it felt like I had to study astrophysics. But here is what I learned to overcome this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. My breakthrough came when I decided to improve just one small thing each video, maybe scripting, audio, or editing speed. Soon enough, I got more confident. I knew what works, and I learned new skills. Here's my quick advice. Watch free editing tutorials on YouTube, but don't only watch them. Pause them and instantly practice. Set aside regular practice time each week, and always remember, done is better than perfect. Then another issue popped up. I've put hours into making a video I loved, but viewers didn't click. It was frustrating. I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized I was ignoring something crucial: effective research. Great content ideas are important, but if you don't understand trends, search volumes, or which thumbnails actually attract clicks, your great ideas can easily fail. For me, one game changer was a tool called vidIQ. With this tool, I could see exactly what was trending, which videos were competitive, and how to optimize titles and thumbnails. This completely changed the game. I went from guessing around to knowing exactly what my audience wanted. I'll drop a link below where you can try vidIQ for just $1 for 30 days. Trust me, it's worth it. But my biggest struggle, by far, was niche indecision. For months, I jumped from topic to topic, terrified of committing to one niche. I was scared of making the wrong choice and getting stuck. The only way to gain clarity is by taking action. I forced myself to make 20 videos within one broad niche. No jumping around. By the end of those 20 videos, I had real data. I knew exactly what resonated and what didn't. And guess what? The clarity I found surprised me. I discovered a direction that felt natural and exciting. If you're feeling stuck, do the 20 video challenge. It will give you the time to get better, and the channel also needs to get explored by the algorithm. Look, I get it. Starting YouTube is tough. These struggles are real, but they're also totally normal. I overcame them step by step, and you absolutely can too. Consistency beats perfection. Research guides growth, and clarity comes from action. Maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you've already posted a bunch of videos, but growth just isn't happening like you hoped. Either way, it gets overwhelming fast. You've got 1,000 tips flying at you. Do shorts, do long form, post 3 times a week, study thumbnails, fix retention, niche down, no wait, be authentic, and suddenly you're second guessing everything. What to post, who you're talking to, whether it's even worth continuing. When I first started out, I thought YouTube would be pretty straightforward. I mean, you make good videos, people find them, you grow, right? But the second I actually tried to plan content, it felt like I was suddenly drowning in decisions. What should my niche be? Do I need a perfect upload schedule? Should I be doing tutorials, vlogs, talking head videos, shorts, podcasts? And the biggest question, what if I spend all this time and it still doesn't work? During this whole process, I was watching tons of YouTube growth videos, probably like you are now. And honestly, most of the advice out there is not wrong. It's just not built for you. Like, yeah, hook your viewers in the first 10 seconds. Optimize your title and thumbnail. find your niche. All of that matters. But when you're overwhelmed, unclear, or already deep in self-doubt, the last thing you need is another 20-minute video telling you how to earn $10,000 a month with YouTube overnight. That's not guidance. That's noise. The real issue wasn't that I didn't have enough information. It's that I didn't have a clear plan to follow. And honestly, once I talked to other small creators, I saw they were in the exact same boat. Different channels, different niches, but the same feeling. They didn't need more YouTube advice. They needed someone to help them apply it based on where they actually were. That's what eventually led me to build something I wish I had from the very beginning. Not another online course, not another secret formula, but actual guidance built around you and where you're at right now. So I'm putting together a school community, but it's not just a bunch of videos behind a paywall. It's a space where small creators can get real support. And I don't mean generic advice. I mean, here's your next 10 days, step by step, based on your channel, your struggles, and your goals. It starts with a quick form, where you're at, what you've tried, what kind of content you make, what success looks like for you. Then we build a plan around that, one step at a time. Because I genuinely believe that's the only way to grow something real. We're launching in a few weeks. Spots will be limited, not to create hype, but because this kind of support takes time and attention, and I want it to stay real and personal. So if any of this hit home for you, if you're stuck or lost, or just tired of trying to figure this out alone, stay tuned. I'll drop more details soon. And whatever happens, just remember, you're not behind. You're not too late. You probably just need clarity, and that changes everything. Now, let's talk a bit about earning money on YouTube. So, have you ever wondered how much YouTube actually pays when you hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone? I used to think once I crossed that line, money would just start rolling in. And yeah, that's not exactly what happened. But what did happen was actually way more important and probably not what you're expecting. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how much I earned after getting monetized, with real numbers and not promising $10,000 a month. And more importantly, whether it's worth it to chase that first 1,000. Stick around, because there are more ways to earn money with a YouTube channel than just AdSense. So here's the real talk. When I first started uploading to YouTube, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what tags to use. I didn't know how to title anything. I thought my first 10 videos would just blow up. Spoiler, they didn't. I started because I liked the idea of building something real, a channel that could grow over time, even slowly. I'd seen people say 1,000 subs is the hardest milestone to reach. They were right. And when I finally got there, well, that's when things got interesting. Let's talk about the road to 1,000. It took me about 69 days, and I had to upload 5 videos to get there. Some videos got less than 500 views. A few hit a few thousand, and one little video I didn't even expect to do well gave me a surprising push. The thing about this early stage, you're not chasing viral hits, you're just trying to get someone to care. There were weeks when I felt like quitting, but every comment, every sub felt earned. That's what made it feel so good when I finally got the email. You've been approved for the YouTube Partner Program. As you probably know, to get monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months. And yeah, I refreshed the dashboard like every hour after that. But here's what no one tells you. Nothing really changes right away. You don't suddenly start earning big money. What does happen is you learn and you start looking at your videos a little differently. So, how much did I make in my first 30 days after monetization? $148.79. My RPM, that's what I actually earn, per 1,000 views was about $1.67. And my CPM, what advertisers pay YouTube, was around $5.41. And I got about 92,904 views that month. Here's what I wish I knew earlier. Subscribers are a nice number, but they don't pay the bills. Views help, but even that isn't the full story. The real key, making content that connects with a specific audience, giving them value and being honest to them, so you can refer affiliate products or your own online products. So if you're at 500 subs or even 50, here's what I'd say. Yes, keep going, but not just for the money. Do it because you're learning, improving, and finding your voice. Do it because no one else sees things quite like you do. Will it pay off overnight? No. Will it pay off over time? If you keep showing up, absolutely. I will give you now a real example of it. here are my first 30 days on YouTube. And now, look at my channel. It's growing day by day. For 30 days, I decided to go all in. I uploaded videos, tried to get better, and spent hours editing videos. And let me tell you, this experience was nothing like the motivational success stories you see online. What really happens when you start from zero? Is it worth the time, the effort, or does it all just flop? Well, today, I'm sharing the full story. The highs, the lows, and the stuff no one warns you about. And trust me, there were some surprises along the way, good ones and bad ones. And honestly, the results, they might not be what you expect. The first video, you'd think this would be the easiest part, right? It's not. Before you have to choose a niche and a style. So here's how it started. I sat down with my phone and created very bad YouTube shorts with CapCut. I didn't really have a script. I just wanted to get something out there. The goal was to stop overthinking and actually post something. When I finally uploaded that first video, I was hyped and waited to see how many views I would get. And then, nothing. No views, no comments, just nothing. I kept refreshing the page every few minutes, hoping the numbers would change. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to go viral or anything, but one view, just one, that's all I wanted. And then, out of nowhere, it happened. That glorious little number, one view. It was like the YouTube gods were telling me, hey, someone out there actually clicked on your video. Granted, it was probably me accidentally clicking on it while I was editing, but still, it felt like a small victory. After that first upload, I knew I couldn't stop there. I had to keep the momentum going, so I committed to uploading once a week, no matter what. But as you know, it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. For starters, editing takes forever. I thought editing would be quick. Just cut a few clips and slap on some music, right? Nope. Turns out, trying to make something even remotely watchable takes hours, especially when you have no clue what you're doing. And don't even get me started on thumbnails. By the end of the first week, I had uploaded 2 videos and racked up a grand total of a couple hundred views. And honestly, I wasn't even mad. Sure, it wasn't much, but every one of those views felt like progress. It was proof that I was actually doing something instead of just thinking about it. The biggest lesson I learned in that first week wasn't about editing or thumbnails or even views. It was about just starting. This is my 8th YouTube channel I started. So even when it's messy and awkward and no one's watching and you are switching niches like crazy, that's the hard part. And if you can get through that, you're already ahead of most people. By the time week 2 rolled around, I felt like I was finally getting the hang of things. Or at least I thought I was. I'd made a few tweaks to my process, and I was starting to settle into a routine. But life has a funny way of keeping you on your toes. The first thing I realized was that just uploading wasn't enough. If no one clicks on your video, it doesn't matter how much effort you put in. So I started learning about things like SEO, keywords, and, of course, the freaking algorithm. I spent hours tweaking my titles and descriptions, trying to figure out what would make people actually click. It felt like a science experiment, but instead of lab equipment, I was using Tube Magic, which helped me a lot. By the middle of the second week, I'd gotten a few more views. Also, the first comments. Sure, it was something simple like, nice video, but it made all the hours of editing and thumbnail stress feel worth it. That's when it hit me. YouTube isn't just about the numbers, it's about connecting with actual people. Feeling motivated, I started thinking about what I wanted to create, not just what I thought would get views. It was liberating, but also kind of scary. What if people didn't like it? By the end of week 2, I got 33 new subscribers and 2,900 unique viewers. Week 3. This was the week everything started to feel hard. The excitement of starting something new had worn off, and the reality of just how much work goes into YouTube hit me like a ton of bricks. And the worst part, the numbers weren't moving much. At this point, I was uploading and trying my best to make my videos better, but the results weren't matching the effort. I'd see other creators with their "How I Got 1,000 Subscribers in a Week" videos, and I couldn't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong? Sure, people share tips, but no one can tell you exactly what's going to work for your channel. There were nights I stayed up until 2 a.m. editing, only to wake up the next day and realize the video still wasn't quite right. And you know what? I still uploaded it. And then, out of nowhere, one of my videos got a tiny bump in views. Not viral or anything, but enough to make me think, okay, maybe I'm onto something. That small win gave me the motivation to keep pushing. This was the week I almost quit. I felt stuck, like all my effort wasn't paying off. But then I asked myself, why did I start this in the first place? It wasn't for instant success. It was to learn, to create, and to see what I was capable of. And once I remembered that, everything started to feel lighter. After week 3, I got a lot of very kind comments. Thank you all for your support. Week 4, the final stretch. By this point, I wasn't just tired, I was drained, but I was also determined. If I'd made it this far, I wasn't going to quit now. I wanted to finish strong and maybe, just maybe, figure out how to grow to 1,000 subs. At this point, I had a better idea of what my audience, or let's be honest, what my potential audience, wanted. So I focused on creating videos that I thought could actually help people or entertain them. No more throwing random ideas at the wall and hoping they'd stick. And guess what? It started to work. Slowly but surely, my watch time was going up. People were actually watching my videos all the way through. And even better, they were leaving comments. I was just proud of myself for sticking with it, for pushing through the hard days, and for finishing what I started. That alone felt like a win. All right, here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. After 30 days, here's what my YouTube channel looks like. I uploaded 6 videos, got a total of 6,400 views, 129 watch hours, and gained 228 subscribers. The other subs are coming from other videos I uploaded 3 months ago. Is it groundbreaking? No, but is it progress? Absolutely. So, if you're thinking about starting a channel, here's my advice. Just start. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect setup, because those don't exist. The first step is the hardest, but it's also the most important. And if you're thinking about starting your own YouTube journey, I'd love to hear about it. YouTube isn't just a platform, it's a community. And if there's one thing I want to leave you with, it's this. The people who stick with it are the ones who win. Not because they're the best, but because they didn't give up. Now you know how my first 30 days on YouTube were. At this last part of the video, I am sharing 25 niches with you. So enjoy and start right after this. The good news, you don't need to be on camera to build a massively successful YouTube channel. Some of the biggest YouTube channels today, pulling in millions of views, are completely faceless. But here's where most people get stuck. They pick the wrong niche. They go for something way too competitive, like general gaming or daily vlogging. Or they choose something no one actually searches for. Then they wonder why their videos get 12 views. Now, to be clear, some niches are easier if you're on camera. If you want to be a fitness influencer or a personal brand, showing your face helps build trust. But there are also tons of high-earning YouTube niches that work just as well without ever stepping in front of the camera. That's exactly what I'm breaking down today. 25 faceless YouTube channel ideas that are not only easy to start, but can actually make money. These aren't your generic top 10 or whiteboard animation ideas either. These are real, creative, that are working right now. Oh, and stick around because number 23 and number 7? Those might completely change the way you think about YouTube. Let's dive in. My first channel idea would be the $100 challenge, personal finance and investing. Ever wondered how fast you can flip $100 into $1,000? This channel would test different money-making strategies, side hustles, investing, reselling, and passive income experiments, all documented through screen recordings and voiceovers. This type of content is both engaging and educational, making it highly monetizable. 2. Future Tech Explained. Instead of traditional unboxings, this faceless channel would focus on upcoming technology that's shaping the future. From AI robots to foldable phones, you'd use stock footage, AI-generated voices, and motion graphics to create content that educates and excites tech lovers. 3. AI for lazy people. AI is booming, and people want simple tutorials on how to use tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, or Notion AI. This channel would demonstrate how AI can automate tasks, generate income, and boost productivity using screen recordings and voiceovers. 4. The 1% Mindset, Self-Improvement and Habits. What separates billionaires from average people? This channel would dive into the daily habits, routines, and thought processes of top performers. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Kobe Bryant, etc. You can use stock footage, text animations, and AI voiceovers to create compelling storytelling videos. 5. 30-day body hacks. Health and fitness. People love transformation videos. This channel would showcase crazy fitness experiments and diet trends, backed by scientific research. No need to show your face. You can use animated explainer videos, stock footage, and AI narration. Hey guys, so quick update. I actually deleted number 6 from my list during editing. After thinking about it, I realized I wouldn't personally recommend it as a niche to start a channel here. And honestly, I won't suggest anything to you that I wouldn't do myself. Just keeping it real. That said, let's move on to the rest of the list. 7. What if history changed? History and documentaries. What if Rome never fell? What if dinosaurs still roamed the earth? People love alternate history theories, and this faceless channel would use animated maps, AI narration, and motion graphics to bring history to life. 8. Secrets of the Ancients, Mystics and Hidden Wisdom. Unlock the lost knowledge of ancient mystics, from the pyramids of Egypt to Sufi poets. With immersive visuals and storytelling, this channel becomes a gateway to forgotten wisdom. 9. Anime explained in 8 minutes. Anime and movie explanations. Anime fans love deep dives into their favorite shows. This channel would break down complex anime plots, character arcs, and hidden Easter eggs using still images, voiceovers, and text animations. 10. The Secrets of the Super Rich. Luxury and business case studies. Ever wondered how billionaires build empires and spend their money? This faceless channel would analyze the psychology of wealth, brand power, and luxury lifestyles. Now we are looking in some hobby-based channel ideas. 11. Gaming's darkest secrets. Gaming niche down. Gaming is huge, but instead of playing games, this channel would explore gaming's hidden stories, conspiracies, mysteries, and Easter eggs. Think the hidden lore in Mario, creepy game glitches, or the biggest gaming scandals, all done using gameplay footage. 12. One-pan cooking for lazy people. A faceless cooking channel that focuses on ultra-simple, one-pan meals. Perfect for students, busy professionals, or anyone who hates dishes. Recipe videos can be made using stock clips, animated text. 13. Fix it or trash it. DIY and crafting. This channel would take old, broken, or thrifted items and try to fix or repurpose them, like restoring a rusty knife or refurbishing an old chair. No need for a face, just close-up shots of hands, tools, and the process. 14. Cheap versus luxury travel. Not another generic travel vlog. This channel would compare budget versus luxury experiences in different cities. Budget street food versus Michelin-starred restaurants. Hostel versus 5-star hotel. Economy versus first-class flights. Use stock footage, animated maps, and AI narration. 15. AI photo editing, photography and videography, faceless. Photography lovers will love this tutorial-based channel that shows how to edit photos using AI tools like Adobe Firefly or free mobile apps. Simply use screen recordings of editing software and your own experience. 16. Secret Shopify stores making millions. Instead of generic dropshipping videos, this channel would analyze successful Shopify and Etsy stores, what makes them work, their product psychology, and how to replicate their success. You can just use screen recordings and a presentation. 17. AI freelancer hacks. AI is revolutionizing freelancing. This channel would show how to make money on Fiverr or Upwork using AI tools for logo design, writing, video editing. Here, you can earn good money using affiliate links. 18, 19, and 20. Now I want you to come up with 3 own ideas. Research on YouTube. What are your own interests and which channels are getting good views in this niche? When you want to learn and start with YouTube or becoming better, you have to get your hands dirty. 21. Can I learn a language in 7 days? People love fast learning language hacks. This channel would test the most effective methods to learn Spanish, Japanese, or French in a week. 22. A dog comparison channel. Pet owners love educational content. This channel would compare viral dogs, analyze dog behavior, or review pet gadgets. Focus on showing the pets. 23. Celebrity news channel. Celebrity news channels are the fastest growing and easy channels to make. Just look at your competitors and make good headlines. 24th Sports channel. Sports channels about the NFL or NBA are blowing up on YouTube. You could also start one and trust this proven concept. 25. Instagram or TikTok growth. Many people want to grow on social media, and you could help them with your videos, tips, and tricks to grow faster. Listen, I know you might already be familiar with some of these ideas, but I really wanted to create it for those who are struggling to come up with an idea to start with. Even if you've already started a channel, you can explore different niches, see which videos perform well, and adapt those strategies to your own niche. Now here's the thing. Ideas are worthless without action. You could watch 100 videos like this, but if you never take that first step, nothing changes. So here's what I want you to do. 1. Pick one niche that excites you the most. 2. Don't overthink it. Make a plan for your first 5 to 10 videos. Even if they're not perfect, the key is getting started. 3. Commit to uploading consistently for the next 3 to 6 months. Growth takes time, but most people fail simply because they give up too soon. Let me know in the comments, which of these ideas excites you the most? And if you've already started a faceless channel, tell me about it. I'd love to hear your experiences.